Well, good afternoon, guys. I know it's been a while, but I'm gonna try and see if I can get myself back into recording videos and posting them on stuff that I'm working on. I am working as an educator now. I'm working at a high school. I'm a high school teacher. I do auto collision at a high school, but I do work on cars and trucks on my spare time, afternoons and weekends. So let me show you what we got. Well, guys, let me go ahead and show you what we're going to be working on this video. Buddy of mine owns a car dealership, and he occasionally goes out to local auctions and buys vehicles for his inventory. And in this case, he went ahead and bought a 2016 Kia Soul that supposedly was running great, and all of a sudden it started knocking. Well, he brought it over, tore it apart, and found out that cylinder number 3 had some issues. Pulled the engine out, and as I was trying to take that thing apart, I found some crazy little, we call them Mexicanadas over here in South Texas, but somebody went ahead and tried to somewhat repair the vehicle for it to stop knocking for a few hours while it got sold in the auction. So I'll show you that in a bit. But because of that, this is what we're gonna have to actually do to that vehicle to get it up and running. Let me go ahead and unbox this real quick and show you guys what we're getting. We bought a overhaul kit for that little 2016 Kia Soul. Basically, this kit comes with valves, comes with intake and exhaust. Let me open this one. There you go. You got all our valves. All right, these we can discard. What else do we got here? This one here has our rings. I'm gonna throw that away. We don't need that anymore. How about this one? These here are rod bearings. This is what messed up on the engine that I have in the garage. And these here, I believe, are gonna be our main bearings. All right, got those. And on this kit, since we know that our crank is damaged, we went ahead and got a new crankshaft. I'm not going to do the same thing that they did at that auction place just to get rid of the vehicle. I'm actually going to put this thing together, and hopefully whomever buys it hopefully will enjoy the vehicle for a few more years to come. So, crankshaft. The crankshaft that the truck has a gear back here that I'm gonna have to actually press on this one, and it's got like a little flex plate that I'm gonna have to add to this one. It's got the little timing gear, which is good. I don't have to pry the other one off of the other one. And this is the one that got messed up, the number 3 cylinder. All right, besides that, what do we got here? Connecting rods. We got all 4. Number 3 was messed up. We're gonna go ahead and do all 4. I'm not 100% sure, but on these, I think they're pressed. I haven't taken the engine apart, so I think these are pressed. I don't think they have. There's another one. There's 3. And then there's 4. What do we got here? These are head bolts. Sounds like head bolts, and they are head bolts. Yep. Head bolts and washers. These things are the ones the truck had were, yep, they're triple box. Yep. Head bolt right there. What else do we got here? I believe these are going to be our pistons. Yeah, they're tiny little suckers. It's a little 1.6 non-turbo. 2016 Kia 1.6 non-turbo rebuild kit. We picked this up online. We tried getting it local. It's a little pricey, so we decided to go aftermarket online parts. I think we got ourselves a very, very decent kit. Yep, these are the little piston heads and piston pins. I got to take these into a machine shop and get these pressed. I don't have the press, and I haven't done that many. I don't have the experience necessary to be pressing pistons in. I would much rather just pay somebody to do it that does it like all the time. That way, less of a chance of messing up. So that's that. What else we got here? This is just packing, and I'm assuming that these are the gaskets. Yep, these are the gasket set. I believe it's a complete engine gasket set. You got valve stem seals, water outlet, exhaust, water pump, and throttle body, stuff like that. We got a head gasket, and then rear seal, front seal, valve cover gasket, a couple of O-rings. So yep, it's a complete gasket set. This is what we got for that little vehicle that we're going to be working on. And I'm going to go ahead and start on it. Oh, we already got the parts, so I might as well just go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and get started on it tonight. I will record whatever I get done tonight, and I probably won't post anything until I got some decent footage or video to show you guys. I just wanted to kind of show you guys what we got, what we're going to be doing, and showing you the kit that we bought. So let me go ahead and put this all back in the box, and I'm going to go ahead and walk into the garage. I'm going to start tearing that engine apart, and I will show you guys what these people down here in South Texas are doing just to get vehicles pushed through the auction. And I mean, it's pretty pathetic, dude, but I'll show you guys when we get there. Well guys, this here is a 1.6 little engine. I couldn't find the bolts to actually set it up on my engine stand, so I just put it on top of the table. This thing weighs like maybe 120, 130 pounds, give or take. It doesn't have a cylinder head. Basically, it's a block with crank and pistons. There's our crankshaft, and as you can see, that is what a normal connecting rod should look like. You know, oily, a little aluminum color, a little bit of, you know, brownish. That is something that you shouldn't see. You see all that black? That's overheating. That little rod right there overheated for a reason. It's either got too much play, or it was almost seized and the engine kept turning and overheated that thing. The rest looked all right. That gear right there doesn't come on the old crankshaft, so I'm gonna have to remove that. Maybe even take it into a machine shop, have it pressed in if it's pressed. Then I got to take the connecting rods to get my pistons installed on them. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and pull the pistons off on this little engine and see what we get. See what we can find. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Let me set up for a camera. Tear into this one real quick. I want to see what that rod is going to look like. So right now, I got 2 and 3 ready to remove, so let me go ahead and all right. This is what a normal $120,000 rod cap looks like, and rod bearing. All right, rod bearing has a little bit of scoring, a little bit of wear, but looks somewhat intact. This one that kind of overheated, oh guys, wait till you see this. Look at what these guys did. They put a piece of aluminum from a Pepsi can under this rod bearing to tighten this rod bearing up and make this engine function, I guess, somewhat sound normal for a short period of time, so that they could get rid of it in the auction. That was kind of, dude, that was kind of bad. I mean, don't do stuff like this, guys. If it's messed up, it's messed up. Hey, it is what it is. Set it as, you know, a vehicle that needs repairs. Whoever buys it knows what they're buying. These guys, they're just basically cheating people, selling something that supposedly runs. Piston rings look okay. This is the number 2. I'm not going to use these rods. I'm not going to use these pistons, so I'm not worried about. I just don't want them to be loose. I'm going to put them together. Take this cap off. There's piston number 2. Piston number 3. Connecting rod looks straight. The upper rod bearing has some wear to it. Yeah, it's been hammered. It was starting to flatten on the sides here. So yeah, this thing has been knocking for a while. This connecting rod is not a circle. It's an oval now. I'm gonna see if we can see this. Give me 1 second. Let me. Yeah, guys, this thing is worn enough to where you can actually see the step. You can actually see the step by putting them together. So that was a damn problem. Oh, good thing is we're gonna fix it. I'm not gonna shy away from this. Let me go ahead and get the other 2 pistons up and get this sucker out. There's that. There's that. There's that. Rod bearing. All right, normal wear. Rod bearing. Normal wear. Crank journals. I don't feel a step. I don't feel scratches. I'm pretty sure on this number 3, yeah, this is all scored up. The other 3 are pretty decent. Well, we're not going to be using the crank. We're not going to be using the connecting rods or pistons. Good thing is we bought that kit, and we're doing a freaking overhaul on this little 1.6. Hopefully, turns out the way I hope it does. And whomever actually buys this vehicle, hopefully they get a few years out of it, dude. that. Connecting rod is okay. They're not gonna get reused, but let's keep these suckers together. And last one. We're still in good shape, guys. I believe this vehicle was bought for $4,000. That's a little high, but they bought it with a false pretense that this vehicle was good. So somebody got had. There's the 4 pistons. Well guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get that crank removed. I'm curious to see if these guys ran the engine with no oil. I'm curious to see if there's gonna be score marks on the bearings. I'm just curious to see what the hell else we're gonna find on this one. Well guys, my phone stopped recording because I didn't have more space. I actually removed all the connecting, the main caps. Got all these main bearings off. They all have normal wear. I mean, they're normal scoring, normal little marks. They have no flattening. Main caps look all right. I left them in place because they're not numbered, and I don't want to mix them up because that'll cause the crankshaft to lock up on me. So I'm gonna let it be. I'm gonna leave it there. I am gonna go ahead and stop here. I gotta get those connecting rods pressed onto the pistons. I gotta get the crankshaft installed, get all the new bearings and stuff like that. And first of all, I gotta get this engine all cleaned up. I'm not gonna assemble this engine looking like that. Gotta wash it, clean it, get it ready. And hopefully, I'm gonna go drop off those connecting rods tomorrow at the machine shop. Hopefully they'll have them ready by Friday. That way I can go ahead and spend the weekend putting the sucker back together and hopefully back in the vehicle. It'd be awesome if I can get this vehicle back up and running by Sunday. We're Thursday. We'll see what happens, guys. It depends on machine shop, how long it takes them, and well, we'll play by ear. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and call this one quits. And well, guys, thanks for watching. Like and comment, and I'll see you on the next one.